Hey everyone, Tech Gamer here. Welcome back to our continued playthrough of Dragon Warrior 3 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. In this video, I'm going to show everyone how to acquire the 6 orbs. The 6 orbs are required to bring the Phoenix back to life, which is essentially our air transportation in this game. So let's get to it. So here we are in Ramia Castle. We're just going to go ahead here and go outside. So the first thing I like to do is get the Green Orb from the Village of Tadanki. You don't have to fight anybody, you just have to go there and get it. So getting there is actually pretty easy. All we need to do is basically cast Return and return to Baharata. This is one of the closest locations to it, next to Lancel, but they're basically both the same. So we need to get on our ship and basically just head west. So what we're going to do here is just navigate out of this river inlet, and we're going to come down and head west until we hit the landmass continent over here. And then what we're going to do is follow it down and around till we get to the hilly area that we can walk through. Which is right here. Okay, Firebane does not work on these guys. And we're just going to go straight up from here once I'm done getting attacked over and over again. Okay, I've gone ahead and taken these guys out. So the Village of Tadanki is a special village. It's different than the others. If you come during the day, everyone is dead, and if you come at night, everyone's alive. Okay, almost got these guys taken out here. Split up our attacks. I'm gonna get a lot of experience and gold from this fight. I'm gonna get a whole lot. Nice amount of experience there. Okay, so we wanted to be at night anyway, and when we reach this village, because all the people are alive. If we come in here during the day, they will all be dead. Let's see what weapons they sell here. I need something anyway. Magic armor. Interesting. I can definitely use... let's do a sacred iron mask. Let me fix my inventory here. Alright. Now let's equip. So he goes from 55 to 78. That must be the volcano that our father fought in. I don't want to stay at the end because everybody will be dead. So for here, we need to open this door with the final key. So we now have the Green Orb in our possession. Okay. While we're here, we might as well go ahead and stay at the inn. We'll wake up, everybody should be dead. There is no one around. Okay. So the next part we want to do is get the Red Orb, which we need to get from the House of Pirates. So the easiest way to get to the House of Pirates is to go ahead and cast Return and go to Japan. And then all we need to do is head east and follow the continent south down to the very tip. And we have arrived. Just to show everyone, to show that there is an orb here, we can go ahead and use the echoing flute. If you hear it blow back, which we do, it's echoing back, that means that there is an orb in the area. As you can see, there is this boulder here. We need to push the boulder out of the way. And then if we just search, we open up the stairway. And we have some treasure chests. We found a strength seed. The Red Orb, which is what we came here for. And a Wing of the Wyvern. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to transfer the echoing flute to the priest. I'm going to go ahead and transfer the strength seed to the soldier. And we'll go ahead and use the strength seed on the soldier. Strength goes up 3. Every little bit helps. Okay. So we now have the Green Orb and the Red Orb. The next place we want to return to for an orb is Lancel. And we're going to visit the Navel of the Earth. I need to go ahead and stay at the inn here. This is the armor shop, right? Actually, I think I'm okay. I actually cannot remember how you find the entrance to the Navel of the Earth, but we'll find it here. Trying to remember. Oh, yes, right. I remember now. You have to go around and then up. Yes, there it is. And then we use the final key on a bunch of these doors here. One of the doors will take us to the where we need to get to. This might be a bit of a challenge here, but we'll, we don't have the keys. Okay. Going back. Oh. And I need to take the final key, transfer it to the hero. Oh, we gotta go back in and reset the... Oh boy. Okay, now that we've gotten our final key back in our possession, let's use it on this door. I'm going to go the super quick route here. Okay, so here we are on the second floor, and we need to get to the upper right staircase. So there's one staircase. Oh, metal slime. If I wasn't concerned about dying, I would fight those metal slimes. And here is the second staircase. And there is our destination. So we need to just come up and around. And ignore all these warnings. There we have the blue orb. Yes, I forgot my full moon herb is useless. Nope. Okay, let's go ahead and cast outside. And let's return to the village of Lancel. So we now have 3 of the orbs. So the next thing we need to do is go to the Newtown. And to do that, we need to have a merchant in our party, I believe it is, if I remember right. Yeah, so we need to get a merchant and bring him with us. So we're going to go ahead and cast return to Alahan. And here at Louisa's place, we can pick up a merchant. I don't believe she'll actually have one. We'll take the wizard out for now. Tech part with Theron. Good English there. Okay, we have to go create a merchant. merchant. Nope. Yep. Merchant is added to the party. Nope. Okay, so all we need to do now is take the merchant to the Newtown, and he establishes the village there. And then we wait a little while, and after a couple of days and nights, the village becomes big, and he gets overthrown and put in jail, but he leaves us a present behind, which is the orb. Can I stay at the inn, sleep here? Go ahead and cast return to Egan Bear. The Egan Bear is usually the fastest way to get where we're going. And we're just going to cut east, or west, sorry, until it brings us onto the eastern side of the world. And then when it does, we'll follow the coastline down to Newtown, which is just a grassy patch right now. And here we are. Hopefully we don't actually have to fight this fight. Uh-oh. Hopefully the merchant doesn't die. Huh, he's gonna. Figures. Oh, my merchant's... Okay. You gotta bring him back to life. He's gotta stay alive for that. These guys again. I hope I can run this time. Good. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up our wizard again. Put my order back the way it was. And now all we have to do is sleep a little bit, you know, make day night come a bunch of times, and the village will become larger. And when it does, we'll be able to acquire the orb from the merchant. Oops. Let's go ahead and return to Eganbear again. And we're going to go west and check out the town, see how it's doing. So there is nothing yet. We're going to go ahead and fight around for a little bit here. Okay, let's go ahead and knock these guys out here. So I'm thinking we're going to leave Newtown for a while and just kind of let it do its thing. Typical rule of thumb is you could bring the, you know, day, night, but it also follows the how many orbs you collect. So we might just move on and start focusing on getting a different orb and then come back later on. Come back to Ramia here. Go ahead and stay at the inn. Okay, so I'm thinking we're gonna go ahead and get the Staff of Change and try and tackle the Phantom ship and getting the Sword of Gaia. So the first thing we need to do that is head up to the shrine northwest of Ramia. That was an easy fight. So to do that, we have to use the final key here and enter the warp gate. Now this will take us to the shrine in the kingdom of Samanero, or something along those lines. Okay, perhaps not. This took me to the... I know where this is. This is that island on the northern part of the eastern continent. I think I have to go in this gate, actually. Okay, so what we want to do is come up and around. See how tough these guys actually are. Oh. Oh. Looks like physical attacks do not work on these guys. That works. Okay. So, magic it is. I'll just do blaze more. Yeah, they must have strong defensive power against physical attacks. Nothing a little blaze more can't take care of. Kongs. Nice. 2 more levels for Theron and we can turn him into a sage. Oops, what I wanted to do was status. They're on. Fire, Bane, Bang, Blaze more, Rob Magic, Slow, Return. X-Ray, we learned. So here's the castle of Seminao. Just have to get there. If I remember correctly, X-Ray allows you to see what's inside of a treasure chest without having to actually open it and make sure it's not something bad or that you don't need. Oh. That proved a little bit difficult. These guys again. Wow. That was a little rough. But we made it. And if I check return, Seminao is on the list here. So we don't have to worry about walking here again. There's no healer. There's a battle arena down here. Okay, well. Bring back my guys to life. Okay, let's see what's going on in the town now that that funeral thing was over. Apparently the king is executing people. So we gotta go see what the deal is with that. If I remember correctly, the king has become corrupted by a monster. Or he's... So to get inside the castle, we need to use the service door, which is around here somewheres. There it is. I guess this guy doesn't mind we're using a key to get inside of a door right in front of him. Alright. Well, I guess they're not going to take any of our equipment, so let's open the door. I bet this is the real king. Okay, so the king upstairs is a monster, and this is the real king. Let's just check if there's anything over here. I think if I remember right, there's a passage. Yeah. Let's see if there is actually any a weapons shop in here now. There's this guy over here. Could be tools, could be weapons. Tools. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go check out this cave where the Mirror of Ra supposedly is. And we'll see what we can do inside of it. Ooh. back here and stay at the inn after that fight. We used a lot of magic. Do a status check here, we're okay. So, to get down to the next level, we're just going to go south, down this hallway after this fight. I do recommend running from Terror Shadows. They cast Snowstorm, which is very strong. Okay, so ignore all these treasure chests, and just go ahead here and drop into this pit. And Mirror of Ra. Spell outside. Done. Return. Samano. Super duper easy. Now that we have that, we can restore the king. But to do that, we actually need to come inside at night. Because the king, obviously, we can't get near him because he's surrounded by his guards. So we're just going to wander around a little bit until nighttime. Okay, so here we are. It's been a little bit since I was able to play this game, hence why the different shirt here. So, if everybody recalls, the last thing we did was we went to the Cave of Samano, southeast of the castle, and acquired the Mirror of Ra. The next thing we need to do is fight the boss troll, who has assumed position as the King of Samano. We need to expose him with the Mirror of Ra, but to do that, we need to wait till nighttime. So, we just have to wander around outside, dodge these fights, trying to conserve my magic power, that's why I'm not fighting. And just wait until it becomes nighttime. And then when it does, we can sneak back into the castle. Almost nighttime. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna have to bring our hero back to life. Trying to conserve how much magic I actually use. You know, I better go in during the daytime. It should almost be nighttime. If we could just get a couple of walks without getting attacked. There we go. Okay. It is now nighttime in the castle town of Simano. So what we need to do, as we know, the real king is in the prison underneath the castle. So we need to go into the castle and sneak inside to get to the fake king. As we did before, we need to go around the side here and use the servant's entrance. and do what we did before when we were brought to the prison. With the exception, we need to go this way, to the northeast tower. What we're looking for is the king's bedchambers. So to get there, all you need to do is climb to the top of this tower and drop off the side. And as you can see, we are now on the ceiling above the roof, or sorry, I guess that's the floor above the downstairs, and then we could sneak into the king's bedchamber. But just for good measure here, we're going to heal up, because we will be fighting the boss troll. And this guy has a significant amount of hit points and packs quite a wallop. I'm not going to use the hero for any magic, so I'm going to use the wizard and the priest in a defensive posture. So what we need to do here is use the Mirror of Ra. And we see the image of a sleeping monster. And as you can see, he is awake and mad that we've revealed him. Now we have to fight. Now, this guy is pretty hard, so there's some tricks to doing it. If you have a hero and a soldier, just attack. With the wizard, just keep casting upper on the hero and the soldier. And for the priest, the first round cast speed up. This boss troll has about 1,500 hit points. So if we average 100 hit points a round, it's going to take about 15 rounds to beat this guy. So we're going to go ahead and cast upper on the hero, and in this case I also need to heal the hero. After we cast upper twice, we'll go ahead and cast upper twice on the soldier. Now you can use increase as well. It'll do the same thing, but it takes longer. So let's go ahead and cast upper on him and heal that soldier. Oh, that was rough. So as you can see, we've gotten to the point where the boss troll really can't hurt us. The two people that upper was cast on. And I'll go ahead and continue casting upper and just healing as I go. Let's cast speed up one more time. He's hitting Theron pretty hard there. Thing you gotta watch out for with this boss troll, his heroic attacks. They'll knock right through your upper and hit you pretty good. You can try and cast defense or sap on the troll, but it usually doesn't work. As you can see. I'll go ahead and cast upper on him, and then you can try sap. Sometimes you get lucky and they work, other times it won't, most times it doesn't. So let's see, we attacked 41 and 70, so we're getting about 110, 120 hit points off a round. And we'll just keep repeating this pattern. So once you've gotten your guys to a pretty good point that you know they can take some hits, then you can just start casting Increase. Increase will increase everyone's defense power, just less than if you did Upper. As you can see, it only goes up by a little bit, as opposed to and if you feel like it, you can have the priest attack. Although he's not going to do a whole lot. Alright, so go ahead and attack. And just for good measure, we're going to keep the soldier and the hero's hit points above 100. Because one heroic hit can kill any of my party members. There we go. We've defeated the boss troll. So now that we do that, we can go ahead and rescue the king from the prison. As we're caught rescuing prison. And we get the Staff of Change. Now, that is good. We can go ahead and drop off the back. And we can go back inside the castle. They're happy that we rescued. And we can go ahead and talk to the king. We can use this as a save point now. Yes. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is tackle the phantom ship. But in order to find the phantom ship, we need an item. So, we need to go and get that item, and what we need to do is trade the Staff of Change for it. So, I'm going to go ahead here and just go stay at the inn. And then we will continue on our way. Okay, so let's go ahead and cast return here. And we're going to go ahead and return to Eganbear. And what we need to do is go to the frozen island north of the eastern continent. So Eganbear is the closest. So we're just going to go ahead here and travel east. West, I should say. Technically, when you're going around the world, west is east. Because you're coming up on the eastern side. So when we get to this little frozen area here, not sure how hard these guys are, but try and fight them here. This round should take this guy out. There we go. So yes, we want to trade the Staff of Change for the Sailor's Thigh Bone. What we need to do next is find the Phantom ship, so the Sailor's Thigh Bone will actually show us the way. So what we need to do, if we use it, 83 to the south, 126 to the east is the direction that's indicated. So what we need to do is go 83 south and 126 to the east. Which, given our location on a world map, should put us somewhere in the waters between the two continents, I believe. So the sailor's thigh bone is similar to the Gwaelin's Love that you get in Dragon Warrior 1, where it kind of tells you where you need to go. We just got to get there. So what I'm thinking we can do is if we cast Return to Japan, that should put us kind of sort of where I'm thinking the ship is going to be. I don't actually know where the ship is. Got to get out of this fight first. I'm gonna go ahead and see if if there's an inn here while I'm here. Yeah, so Japan does not have an inn, but that's okay. I can never remember. That's why I always go in there and check. Okay, let's go ahead and use the... Get back on the ship here, actually. And use the sailor's thigh bone again. $35 to the north, $98 to the west. Okay, so let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 30. This should be about 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. And now, 1 to the south. I passed the spot. Alright. So let's use it again here. So we are right south of Muir at this point. According to a map that I'm looking at, if we were 93 to the west, that would put us in the ocean water south of Ramia. So let's go ahead and cast Return. Okay, while we're at Ramia, we're just going to go ahead here and stay at the inn. And if I'm right, 10 to the south, 5 to the east. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the ship. So the ship moves. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Okay. So we have arrived. I didn't know the ship actually moves. That's pretty cool. It's been a long time since I played this. So what we're looking for is the Locket of Love off this ship. We need to find a way down inside. There's some steps there. And if we go all the way down here, this should be the Locket of Love. So what we need to do is use the Locket of Love to break the curse to get to the next area. We need to get the Sword of Gaia, but to get there, when we go towards the shrine where it's located, we get pushed back because it's cursed. And we need to use the Locket of Love to break that curse. If everybody remembers Simon, we heard his name before. He actually has the Sword of Gaia. Got attacked again. Okay, so we go ahead and cast outside. Oh, that's right, we can't get out of here with outside. Okay, back the way we came. Of course, my hero died. Alright, so the way to out is the north part of this ship. Oh, man, the randomization in this game. Just, you take one step. I bet you if I did an analysis of how many times I get attacked versus the distance walked, I would bet you a guess that my average walking distance between fights is probably 5 steps. I was going the right way before. There's the exit. Okay. Now. Oh, whoops. That's right. Let's go ahead and cast return. We can go anywhere. I just need to stay at the inn and bring my guy back to life. Yes, don't have a choice. Nope. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we're going to go ahead and cast Return to Japan. And we need to go ahead and go north. So we need to go towards the promontory of Olivia. And where will we be stopped by the curse? Whoops. There's Muir. So we're going to go ahead and go around these shoals. Or ice. I guess this is ice, actually. Now, there is a Leaf of the World tree in this giant forest. Should you require a Leaf of the World, I should probably get one, but once we get into the ice area up here, there is a inlet. Oh, that was close. Theron's almost to the point we can turn him into a sage. One more level. See if we can determine what spell he learned. Bang. I think. Actually, let me check that again here. Oh, step guard. I say he already knew bang. Something didn't sound right about that. Okay, anyways, moving on. So right here is an inlet. We need to just follow this path. And eventually we'll get pushed back by the curse, and we need to use the Locket of Love to break it. Oops. Gotta stay in the ship. There's an inn here, which I'm going to go ahead and stay at. Here we go. So here we need to use the Locket of Love. And then you gotta use it at one of these spots. Maybe you have to do it when you get pushed back. Ah, there it is. Okay, now we can go ahead and go inside. And we need you to search out the area here. And if we search at the foot of one of these beds, I think that's the head actually. I know one of these spots has the Sword of Gaia. Ah, this must be it. There we go. Okay, so now that we have acquired the Sword of Gaia, we need to take it south of Asaram to throw it in a crater. So let's go ahead and return to Asaram. Oops. I forget actually where the there we go. I knew it was around here somewhere. Not much of a graphical display there, so wasn't sure that was the volcano. So now that we've done that, that allows us to get to... Okay, so on our way to the Cave of the Necrogrond. Gonna just run from some of these fights here to conserve magic power for the actual cave, because the cave is pretty lengthy. This time we should run. Who wants to take bets? I'll get attacked within 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hey. Frost cods are a pain because they do a lot of snow damage. And heal up again. So to get to the cave, we just need to follow this mountain range. And here is the entrance to the cave. Okay, so we have arrived inside the Cave of the Necrogrond. Okay, so we're just going to do a status check here. Let's just heal up the priest a little bit. Oh, he already was healed, actually. Okay. So this cave is decently sized, but it's not crazy difficult. Just have to watch out for a lot of the skeleton guys, because they do the double attacks. So in my typical fashion, I'm going to go ahead and avoid getting any of the treasure chests. These are the guys we have to watch out for. They attack double every time. Hollow ghosts are probably some of the easier guys in here, though they do know some pretty good magic. Like defeat, for example. Oh, I lost my soldier, but if anybody to lose, he would be the one I'd want to lose. Metal Babbles, I always will try and fight. Sometimes I'll get lucky. of healing here? Oh, alright. I don't think I have anything to fix that numb. Let's have to wait. Oh, he's not numb anymore. Good. So we want to continue down this way, and we're going to avoid all these little pitfalls and go up this staircase. And then the next thing we want to do is go this way and drop into the pit east of the staircase we just came into. I'm going to go ahead here and heal up again. So as you can see, there's this pit over here. I'm going to go ahead and drop down into it. And then we need to go up this staircase right here. Ooh. Alright, well, we lost our wizard there. And then what we need to do is go down this way and follow along the pit that we were now on the outside of. And go up this staircase. This actually is the final floor in this cave. And we just need to navigate through it. Without dying, hopefully. Well, we're still alive. The exit to the cave is not the way I came. Oops. Gotta go back this way, I think. My little ghost party behind me here. And we're gonna try this way here. very lucky. At the same time, I'm running out of magic. Now, hopefully I can run from this fight. Good. Okay. If we just can get up here, I believe the exit is in a staircase. Oof. Good. Oh. This could be good. Oh, man. I went one step. Got attacked. You believe that? Who wants to take a guess on how far I'll get before I get attacked again? I did pretty good. Okay, we have survived our trip through the Cave of the Necrogrand. We need to get to that shrine right to the east of Baron Mos's castle. And this guy gives us the silver orb. So the only orb left to get is the orb that's in Newtown. And let's go ahead and see if we can get to there. So, unfortunately, as you can see, I have no way to actually go anywheres because of my current status not being so good. So what I'm going to do is just go outside and fight and have them kill me. And that will bring me back to my previous save point, and I should still have the silver orb in hand. So that should not take too long for me to die here. There we go. Okay, so if we go ahead and search our inventory here, we still have the silver orb in our possession. Wasn't the ideal way to get the orb, but hey, I'll take it. So we're just going to go ahead here and bring everybody back to life. I will. Nope, we should be all good now. So, the next thing we need to do is go ahead and return to Newtown and see how the town is progressing. Because as you can see, I'll do a quick status check here on the orbs. We have the blue orb, the silver orb, we have the green orb, the red orb, blue orb, green orb, that's 2, green orb is 3, red orb is 4, and maybe we are missing one. I think there's actually 6 orbs. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to fight the Orky. That is where we get one of the orbs. So we are actually going to do that first, before we visit Newtown, because that is the harder of the two. Newtown, we don't actually have to do anything. Just have to go there and get the orb once the town has progressed to the point. Typically, the Newtown will progress as you get the orbs. So if we go ahead and return to Japan, we're going to go inside of this cave here. Health should be okay. That's fine. Okay, so here we are. We're going to go inside the cave of Japan. So we need to find the Orky. He is attacking the village constantly and is eating the maidens who live in the village. It's suspected that the Orky is actually masquerading as one of the people in the village too. So we have to go investigate. So Derringers aren't that difficult. They just mostly cast chaos and just attack. Kind of annoying. Let's go ahead and heal up a little bit here. We're good, moving on. Okay. Yeah, we'll just beat this guy up real quick. However, bashers are pretty easy. Petrus learned a new spell. He is also now level 20. Looks like he learned Limbo. Okay, so we are down at the next level, and we're going to go ahead and heal up a little bit here, just again. Petrus, probably didn't need that, but it's okay. So, we need to fight the Orky twice. For the first time, he is located over here. There he is. He, she, not even sure what it is. So the Orky is a bit of a difficult fight. It will attack twice and cast flaming stuff as well, so need to be aware of that. Okay, so we are ready to fight the Orky. Let's do this. So, like I said, this guy attacks twice, either physical attacks or flaming attacks. There are a couple tricks to him. So my usual pattern is attack with the hero and the soldier. The pilgrim, the wizard is going to cast increase, and we're going to start out by casting sleep with the priest. The Orky is asleep. Excellent. So that buys us some time to beef up things while he's sleeping. So same thing. Increase, we're going to cast speed up, and if he wakes up we will put him back asleep. The longer he stays asleep, the better. Sometimes you'll get lucky and he'll actually stay asleep the entire fight. And then you can just blow through him. It has about 600 hit points, I think. So as you can see, he's awake now. So we're going to go ahead and cast sleep again. We're in a pretty good position right now. And he's back asleep. Perfect. They say you should be on like level 25 when you fight this guy. I don't necessarily agree with that. If you just continue to cast sleep and work this pattern, this guy is really not that hard. We do have to fight him twice, so we do have to keep that in mind. Alright, so the Orky woke. But as you can see, his physical attacks are not doing a whole lot here. So let's go ahead and cast Ice Bolt, because this is a fire guy, so one would assume an ice spell would work. Put him back to sleep. Ah, okay, he did not fall asleep. This one you have to be careful of. These flaming breaths are pretty strong. So, I can do a couple things here. I can take a defensive risk and cast sleep on him, which is what I'm going to do. And we'll see if this works. Orky is asleep again. Great. We should be able to beat him before he wakes up. Just to play it safe, we're going to start to heal some of our guys up here. Orky has awakened. Okay. That's good, though. That, and Orky is defeated. Perfect. So we beat him the first time. Now he does give us a treasure chest of the Orky sword. which is something we will hang on to. So as you can see, he has gone into this portal. So the first thing we need to do is heal up a bit here, because I did get beat up a little bit. Go ahead and heal with him. Alright, so it's time to follow him into this portal. So when we do that, we are back in Japan. Himiko is hurt. Turns out Himiko is actually the Orky in disguise. So it's time to fight him again. Okay, so here we are back inside Japan. And the Himiko is laying down on the floor, apparently injured, which would lead us to believe that he is in fact the Orky. So we're going to go ahead here and heal up the hero and the soldier. And let's go talk to this guy. So as long as we don't tell anybody, he won't kill us. We're not falling for that crap. We're going to kill this guy right now. So we're going to fight the same fight over again. Going to follow the same pattern as before. We're going to try and put this guy to sleep right off the get-go. Orky did not fall asleep. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is the hero will heal the wizard, soldier will attack, the wizard will cast increase, and the priest will cast sleep again. Gotta get this guy to sleep. There we go. Okay. We're in a good spot right now. So, let's see what we can do here before he wakes up again. Doing okay on magic points. A little low for the hero and the priest, but that's alright. Cast increase, and he will cast speed up. As long as the guy stays asleep, we're going to be sitting pretty good. Nice. Orky's asleep. Good. Okay. Gonna go ahead and cast increase and cast sap. Knock down his defensive points a little bit here. I'm gonna have to save the rest of my magic points for a sleep. Nice. Good. Orky is awakened. Okay. Gotta put him just back to sleep again. Increase. Sleep. Orky is back asleep. Excellent. It's exactly what we wanted. So even if the Orky wakes up, when it says Orky has awakened, that counts as one of his moves. So that's okay. We have enough to cast one more sleep. Alright, so I'm just gonna focus on wailing on this guy right now. Orky is defeated. Excellent. We have acquired the purple orb. And Theron has increased to level 20. So that is good. Once I acquire the rest of the orbs, I will go and turn him into a sage. Himiko is the Orky, the rumor that has spread throughout the country like wildfire. It wasn't a rumor. We have now found the purple orb. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and cast return. First thing I'm going to do is cast return to Ramia. Going to go inside here, stay at the inn, and save, because we've been doing quite a bit without saving recently. And I'd like to make my spot, in case I perish, be Ramia, not Simano. So we'll go up and talk to the king. And all that's left to get is the yellow orb. Yes. Yes. No. Okay. So what we need to do now is cast return. And we're going to return to Egan Bear. And we're going to go ahead and get in our ship and travel west. Once we hit the eastern continent, we will travel south to Newtown. Now, not sure what exactly Newtown's going to look like because I have not actually been to it since I left our friendly merchant there. But given that since I've gotten 2 orbs, the town should have progressed to the point where I can get the last orb. Because typically every time you get an orb, or 2 orbs, I think it progresses. But because there's no orbs left, it should automatically set itself as the last phase of the town, I hope. Go ahead and fight these guys here. Nice. Okay, so anyway, traveling west. And like I said, once we hit the far eastern continent, we'll go ahead and follow the coastline down to Newtown. So here's the island and here is the continent. Just going to follow this. I looked up and my soldier was gone. I guess he got blown out by the... I'll have to return to get my soldier. I think he's back at the main castle of Alahan. That's alright, I can deal without him for right now. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and pass this mountain range here. And we have arrived at Newtown. So we've turned into a town. As you can see, it's looking a little bigger. Hurry up and finish it. No, thank you. Let's see if this town actually got added to our return map. It did not. That's okay. We're going to return to Alahan. Gotta get our soldier back. Okay, since we still can't get the yellow orb yet, let's go ahead and cast Return. And we're going to go to the Shrine of Dhamma. We're going to turn our wizard into a sage. And turn him into a sage. So Therion is now a sage. The considerations to that are he has all his magic, but he has no experience. So we need to put everything back on that he had. Okay, so we're going to go ahead now and return to Ramia. We have some time to kill because the Newtown is not ready yet. So we're going to go ahead here and fix our order. Be the hero, soldier, sage, priest. And for good measure, we're going to go ahead and save. Yes. And we're going to continue our quest. No, I do not want to take your place. Okay, so here we are back at the castle. Now, we need to visit the Newtown again to see if the town has progressed at all. I find the fastest way to make the town progress, if you're doing this at the very end, like I said, is just to leave, go do something, and come back. So I went to Ramia Castle, saved, and then I'm now going to go back. So we have to be careful now because our sage has back at level 1 because he was a wizard. So he could get beat up pretty quick. Once we acquire all 6 orbs, we'll be able to take them to the shrine southwest of Lancel and place them on all the different pedestals to make the flying bird reborn. So now that we've arrived on the eastern continent, we're going to go ahead here and go south. Pass this mountain range and drop off on the land here. I'm actually going to go ahead and fight this guy here. Keep the sage alive. He'll probably get up 3 or 4 levels in a pop here. So we got up 4 levels so far. That was pretty impressive gains there. So as you'll see now, our magic looks a little different. As soon as I move to the next screen here. See everything, here's another screen. So we start to learn the spells of a pilgrim. So here we're back at Newtown. And as we can see, it looks a little bit bigger. There's the item shop, and here is the merchant's house. It's already completed, which is great. So, all we need to do now is talk to him. We can grab these 2 treasure chests here. One is a luck seed, and the other I think is gold. And we're going to go ahead and go outside. Let's do a quick status check here. So, we're going to go ahead and go outside. And we just need to walk around until it's nighttime. Once we come back at nighttime, the final scenario for Newtown will occur. And that basically is the merchant has been thrown in jail. The townspeople didn't like the way he was doing something and overthrew him. Once he is thrown in jail, he actually informs us of where he hid the yellow orb. We also got knocked to sleep here. Let's go ahead and fight again. Alright, took care of them. The sage probably will get up another level or 2. So we're just going to keep wandering around until it becomes nighttime. So as you can see, we now have 2 spell options, a wizard or a pilgrim. So the wizard can now, the sage, I'm sorry, can now start to heal people with some of the pilgrim spells. We have to learn them, obviously. Witch Doctors are kind of annoying because they cast heal more. The more guys that appear, the better. We'll get more experience. Orcs are pretty easy to kill. This should take care of him. Right now. There we go. Sage got up another level. It's pretty easy to get him back up to what you were at before. After I complete all the orbs and get the flying bird, I'll probably go back to the cave in Necrogrand and fight there, because those guys were pretty hard and they'll give pretty good experience. And if I remember correctly, there were some metal bavels I ran into, one or two, inside the cave of Japan, so I might go back there as well. Gonna have to do some grinding for a little bit to get ready for the next parts of the game. Voodoo Shaman, they cast Vilify. Vivify. Nice, the priest got up a level. Heal him up a little bit here. And it's becoming nighttime. So, we go back inside Newtown, and we see some guards hanging around. It's actually now been renamed to Merchantville, but it's not just the merchant's town anymore. And if we go to the merchant's house, we will find this gentleman standing here. And if you speak to him, we find out that revolution occurred and the merchant was thrown in jail. I'm going to check these treasure chests. I'm pretty sure they're going to be empty. Yes, because I already got them before. Okay, so let's go down here to the prison, talk to the merchant. He tells us that he was just doing the sake of the townsfolk and they threw him in jail. So right, wrong, or different, he's in jail. He tells us that there's a yellow orb hidden behind his throne. Now, after we get the yellow orb, we have completed Merchantville's stuff. You can come back here again after you get the flying bird if you like to see the end of the Merchantville story. Basically, the merchant gets out of jail and says he's going back to Luis's place in Alahan, and you can get him back into your party if you actually carried a merchant. We're not going to do that. So here we are back at Lancel. We need to go to the shrine where we have to put all 6 orbs. That shrine is southwest of Lancel on a frozen island. So we're just going to go south and west and just go down a little more here. Go west. And we should run into the frozen island any second here. There it is. So we're just going to go ahead and get off right here and just continue walking west. I'm going to go ahead and fight this fight. Sage got up another level. That's good. We're about halfway to where he was before. Gonna continue, keep heading west and go inside this shrine. Now we got attacked. These guys are pretty easy. I'll fight them off. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing again here. The wizard should, the hero should be able to kill that bird. And there we go. Okay, we should be able to reach the shrine now. One would assume. Perfect. So here we are at the shrine southwest of Lancel. If we talk to these girls here, protecting the egg, Ramia will be reborn. So we need to put all the orbs on the different pedestals here. It doesn't matter which one. This will help free up some of our inventory too. We're carrying 6 different orbs. Ooh, that's step guard. Whoops. Okay. This is going to hurt when I walk a little bit. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and put the last 2 orbs on here. And that then talk to the, I'm going to call them priestesses, servants of the egg. Talk to them and the egg should hatch and the bird will be reborn. So now that we're getting this bird, we have free access to fly anywhere we want in the world and don't have to deal with being attacked like in the boat, which is great. So here comes the bird. It's going to awaken. Ramia the bird. Gonna go ahead and fly outside, and we can go ahead here and leave. So I'll show you real quick what the bird looks like. Just have to go step onto it like you're gonna getting attacked. Thank you, Dragon Warrior 3 randomization. I'm just going to go ahead and run. Okay, here we go. So all you do is get on the bird, is just go ahead and up to it and press the button on it, and you could fly anywhere you want. So I'm going to go ahead here and land, and go ahead and cast return, and we'll return back to Ramali. We use this as our staging area. As you can see, the bird and the boat comes with us. Okay, so hopefully everyone enjoyed this long video about how we collected the 6 orbs in the world of Dragon Warrior 3. You have to collect all 6 orbs to acquire the bird Ramia, which then expands you access to the rest of the world. If anybody has any questions or comments, please go ahead and drop a comment on this video. I will definitely answer it as soon as I can. As always, please click that like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will see everyone soon. Thanks a lot, everybody.